switching over. Taking a look here. Little welcome message. And how come my stream preview still says offline? Except that, no, it says session 351. All right. I'm just assuming that's the internet again. So, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Legacy of Mythal campaign. I believe we are up to session 75. 3/4 of a century. We ain't got far to live, long to live. So last week the heroes make their way to Wormsmoke Keep, landing on the quiet side of the grounds and exploring. And as they were looking around, they were spotted by a guard drake. And Jinkin cast a spell that caused the drake to attack the guards. And before it could do more than injure the first guard, a man in purple robes appeared and turned the creature into a newt. The heroes waited in ambush as the guards began to search the grounds for intruders, and easily killed the guard captain and 2 of the guards. And then the wearer of purple, Ornscar of Thar, poked his head around the corner and recognized Spot as one of the heroes of Hill's Edge and slayers of Tiamat, and immediately began to parley. The group responded by agreeing to meet and talk with him, and they all went into the keep to sit and hold a civilized conversation. Ornscar told them that this cell, like many others east of the Well of Dragons, operated in greater secrecy and without open defiance of local laws. They still sought to bring about the day when dead dragons would rule the world, but held themselves closer to the teachings of Algashan Nathair as opposed to Samaster the Mad. Or at least that was Ornscar's way, which was why he was against the use of the rash spell that turned Larvastarik into a Dracolich without his consent. He also shared that a Shadar Kai named Ashava Shadewalker had brought the spell to this region and was known to have been visiting the cells of Westgate and Mesemprar to the south and southeast. She was present and took part in the ritual magic, and to Ornscar's trained eye was able to channel raw magic that bound the dragon and helped perform the transformation. But he didn't think that she herself was a trained arcanist, and thought the ritual must have been created by another, a wizard of great ability. When asked, he mentioned other dragons that had been approached, and thought that the ancient green dragon, Aglaraerose, was the most likely next target for the spell. He gave directions to her lair and shared the activation magic and network locations for their teleportation glade. With this information, the heroes went back to Holberg to spend the night, and in the morning teleported to the forest of Lethir and Thesk, Luna casting Windwalk on the group, and they all flew east towards Impultor, to the northern edge of the Grey Forest as it melted into the hills of the Earthfast Mountains. There they had been told they would find the lair of Aglaraerose, the dragon that never died. And that's where we pick up our story. So, you are all flying through the air as Miss. You can... Actually, I don't think you have the ability to speak to each other just simply because you have the your ability to telepathically communicate. Is there anything special you all would like to do as you cross the eastern reach?
We probably want to talk about how we're going to approach this. If possible, do we want to try to talk to the dragon? And if so, if I remember correctly, the mage had mentioned the dragon had many spies among the woods in the area. So the dragon's going to know when we get there. Unless somebody has a better idea.
And you do remember, too, that when you're within a certain distance of a dragon's lair,
You will know.
if you kill anything or say its name, it will be aware of you. If you say its name, it will actually be able to automatically hear what you say for, I think it was like a minute or 10 minutes, something like that, for a while.
So maybe we get close enough and then speak the dragon's name and mention that what happened to the other dragon, and we're trying to help prevent that happening to this dragon.
It might be a good idea to not go to their lair.
It's like 10 miles later, I think.
Do you want to attempt that?
I mean, we could be friended. I mean, last time we befriended that one guy, and Alamir had a long conversation with him.
That's right. Alamir
So
doesn't.
we're nominating Alamir to talk.
We don't necessarily need to.
Do we know if this dragon was at the Tiamat fight? Because there was a lot of chromatic dragons there.
You did have a list of names for that, and this particular ancient was not one of them.
Okay.
But also, it is possible it is an ancient dragon. You may know something about her. Alamir and Jinx could roll either Arcana or History. Luna could roll Dragon Knowledge with a much higher DC, but you could attempt. Anyone in general could attempt a History check if you'd like.
Normal or advantage?
It's just normal.
Yeah, you don't want to read my advantage.
For me, the mist was
It's okay. Luna knows something.
the wind.
Luna knows everything.
All right. So Luna, while specific dragons aren't often your forte, you have heard of this particular dragon. And she has been around for a long time. I mean, she is an ancient dragon. But she is of interest because she used to reside to the south in the Shar, far to the south on the other side of the Sea of Fallen Stars, and disappeared from historical records for centuries and was thought to have died, and then reappeared in the 14th century when she and the Red Dragon Cloth devoured a horde of orcs in the spine of the world, circa around 1339 Dale Reckoning. And then she went to one of her lairs and slept, and reemerged in the very mid 1350s to eat an entire caravan in the Shar. And then later moved north after forcing a group of dwarves to build a trap-filled lair known as the Lure of Jaws. And she did compensate them well and allowed them to live. And the dwarves were known to have spread the tale that a lone dragon slept in a lair filled with treasure, which has attracted adventurers over the last 160 years. And that's where she currently resides, here in the Earthfast Mountains, in a mountain called... Oh, how come I don't have it? Let me see. I guess I don't have it. It's something like the Broken Tooth or something like that.
So this is almost like the dragon style Uber Eats.
Fang in the Forest. It's called Fang in the Forest. So, yeah. So she's been around a long time. A lot of mystery to her. and you know that she is a very powerful spellcaster. That is,
I pass
that is
this.
known.
I pass this to everybody else. Well, how do we want to approach her?
I don't think
Or
any
do we-
stealth. I don't think any stealth would work, right? There's no way. I wouldn't think.
Well, do they say you have to be on the ground? We could fly. Still think we'd be detected, though, by anything with eyes.
Mm-hmm.
If we spoke her name while in mist, would that be possible?
You can't speak while you're in mist form.
Yeah,
I was
you do
thinking
is go,
to the-
"Shh."
Yeah, that's true.
So, do we want to approach as an envoy, or like with a white flag, and say, "Hey, we got things to discuss"?
Yeah.
If we have anything to discuss, I mean, what would our approach be? What are the two topics?
What would we be discussing? Besides how long the dragon's going to live.
The other group's trying to force. The other group's already forced one dragon to become a Dracolich against its will. We have information that she is the next one they're going to try to force into a Dracolich to serve them. But we don't want to see that happen for her sake. That would be Luna's thought.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are coming with information that we just don't know if she knows.
We do know she has been approached by the others a couple times, and like the Black Dragon, if I remember correctly, she's declined too, correct?
Could we help lay a trap? In other words, say, "Hey, we're here to help. We're giving you a warning," and maybe see if we can convince her to help us lay a trap for whoever's trying to make her into a Dracolich.
Ooh.
It's an idea,
I
right?
mean, it's almost like that black dragon didn't really have a choice.
Correct.
Do we trust chromatic dragons?
Only on Tuesdays.
If they're lawful
I mean,
evil, yes.
are-
Chaotic, no.
Are we serving her best interest? Does she see it that way?
Does she have a best interest?
She has a green belly.
That's a green dragon, you said?
From what we were told before, though, she did have a vested interest here. She didn't want to. She did decline or whatever.
Correct.
During that conversation that Alamir had with the guy we were just talking to, she did
Yes.
decline, but we still feel that that's going to mean that she's going to be forced upon.
The only problem I see is she picks up that we killed the Black Dracolich. I don't know how she'll react to that.
I don't know if she'd be bad with it either.
Because that was chaotic evil.
Well, I mean, is it really chaotic evil or it's just more of an uncontrolled evil? I mean,
Well, the Black Dracolich also went crazy too, so
yeah.
Though along those lines, it would occur to you, you, as a group, individually and as a group, have a huge amount of dragon stench on you. It is,
Points at half.
it is going to be quite obvious you are dragon killers to any dragon you meet.
I've never killed a dragon.
Dragonkin, he's the slayer.
I've never killed a dragon kid. That's been you guys.
No, you've only cast the spells that have completely incapacitated them, so then you helped kill.
Yeah, but I did not kill any of them.
So accessory. Got it.
guilt by
I don't
association.
even remember if Spot did.
Luna's
Just say it
totally
was all
innocent.
Zemsta.
Yep, Zemsta. Zemsta.
It's all his
in the
fault.
name of Bahamut, he killed all the good dragons too.
Actually, Spot, while you weren't here for that last battle,
You were
did
killing left
land the
and right.
killing blow on the Dracolich.
What the hell? I wouldn't have done that.
You
It
did
was
so.
more of a mistake.
I would have just stunned it and not hit it.
You were going to pull your punch, but it leaned in.
Why did you push me, Alamir?
I don't know. I needed Stench to move over.
It was
Am
him,
I
not
pushing?
me.
Look,
my
I
question,
just have
does that make
Tiamat
you
on my
not the killer?
shoulders. All right.
I guess this was why I can't ever leave again.
There you go.
It's
The
okay.
spirit is
Alamir
them
still
to
has the
push.
most stench at 82, but Spot is in a close second with 63.
Who has the least amount of stench here?
Oh, still Hef at 30.
I guess Hefs are going to be our speaker then.
You don't want that.
Why not?
Hmm,
You say
okay.
you don't have trust in Hef?
You shouldn't. I don't have any of those good arrows though. That's a bummer.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Hmm.
I will say though, he has killed more dragons than I have.
Well, do we want to try the warning approach and see how it goes?
Let's go for it. It's a different route. What the heck?
I mean,
The what
otherwise
approach?
we could just start firing right away. I mean,
No, I don't think we should start firing right away, but I also don't think we should be afraid to say her name if she's going to know we're here anyway. At least then she knows that we know that she knows.
so are there creatures that are likely known to be friends, or that green dragons typically make friends with forest creatures or monsters or other stuff? Can we seek out somebody for an introduction to the big dragon?
That's the other option I was going to suggest too.
There
Sounds
are really whatever creatures are local, anything within at least say three plus miles of the lair, depending on the dragon. Certainly within the mile, you usually work for for them. Similar, so you have an experience with the green dragon that you fought and killed in the forest to the west, and that was that experience, right? The land itself and all the animals basically worked for the dragon, whether out of fear or magic, whatever. Like they.
All right. So Luna, you're going to commune with nature, and Hef can help, I guess.
Sounds good. Do we want to commune with nature or just speak her name within how many miles we have to be?
If you speak her name, are you going to like it if she's startled and coming hunting, or which do you want to give more of a heads up? Just throwing that out.
Yeah. Well, if we commune in nature, speaking the animals, when we speak her name, she's automatically gonna what?
True.
Huh?
True.
But
Okay.
if we approach one of our animals, I don't know which would be better.
So
How far away can we be and speak her name, and she hears it for 10 minutes?
I'm looking up here. Chuth was the name of the dragon. And I didn't write it down in here. But for this dragon, here we go. Instantly aware of the death of any creature within 1 mile. People who sleep within 6 miles dream of the dragon. And if the name is spoken within 1 mile, it instantly knows and hears everything said within 10 feet of that spot for the next 5 minutes.
Of that spot in particular.
I'd say we commune with animals much further out. The longer it takes her to fly to us, the more time she has to think about.
Okay.
Is that like
And
a
we're
10-foot
trying.
radius of that spot? Or
It
we
is.
just say her name and then walk away?
Yep,
So,
that's what it sounds like. It's pretty limited.
so on a side note, what kind of animals are you going to go try to talk to?
The living type. Let's see here. Commune with animals. And
There's a plethora.
oh yeah.
So where are you landing? You see the purple dot, and that's the general area that was pointed to. And actually, I don't have I don't have it up here, but there you do see the mountain that was described to you. It is very foggy. The forest and the mountains up to about 3/4 of the way up the peaks are covered in mist and fog. It looks like, and it's definitely a little colder here than where you just came from in the forest of Lethier from Thesk. But up above the fog, you see this one towering white and gray peak that just stands out from amidst the rest of them and matches the jagged, tall, towering, sharp-peaked mountain that you were described as the thing in the forest. And at the base of it, you can see the forest goes up into the low hills all around the base of the mountain.
I'd say the further away we can get, the better off. Or what do y'all think?
Go within 2 miles and talk to animals within 2 miles. Start there.
I mean, you have his full attention at that point.
Yep. And hopefully it won't be an animal that's trying to kill us.
Okay, so you're gonna find a spot to really you're missed, so you can land anywhere you want. You don't need a glade or anything. A couple things. First off, what did you? I can't remember what you did with what you're gonna do traveling this way with the griffins.
The griffins turned to mist with us.
You could do up to 10, right? Because that's what.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Got it. So the griffins turn to mist with you. Excellent. So it takes a full minute to come out of the mist. You can find there's small little glades that you could use, or you could just do it right in the mess of a thicket in the dense trees.
Try a little bit of open spot, so if we needed to maneuver around, we don't have sun right behind a tree.
That's probably good for the griffins too. So all right, you do that. So I'm just going to do this is so I need everyone to make 2 perception checks, please. One for right now, and the other I'm banking. Okay. Okay.
Spot snapping again.
Yeah.
So
Aren't we literally floating on the breeze? So yeah, napping.
all right, Alamir critted for 33.
And it hurt.
Barry, if you were talking, you were muted.
Thank you.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that is awfully interesting. Okay. So as you land, so Hef actually looks like everyone except for Jinx is kind of looking around. It's the sounds of the forest are very quiet. You hear stuff far off in the distance, maybe some birds calling, nothing nearby. The rest of you notice movement around you, small animals, maybe a bird or a snake or things sitting around. Luna, you notice a small, wide-eyed, monkey-like creature pretty far up in a tree at the edge of the glade, looking down, watching intently.
I'd try communing with the animal.
Speak with animals?
Yes. I'd let it know we were not here to harm it. We came in peace, and we bring very important messages for the dragon, and I ask if the animal is friend or foe of the dragon.
Alla friends of the great green god. She is one who looks after us all.
We have information that danger may be coming her way. We fear for her, and we are here to help her if we can. How can we get a message to her
danger.
so she knows we're here?
She fears not anything. She is great and all powerful.
Yes. Yes, she is. But we feel better if we let her know what we have heard, so she knows for sure. How can we get the message to her?
I can take message, or I can show you the way.
I ask everybody else, do we want to send the our animal friend with a message, or we want to follow? We do not want to come into her lair uninvited. It would not be appropriate. So could we get close to lair and then maybe send a message asking if she can come visit with us, or instruct us otherwise of what she wants?
I think that's a great idea.
You see this lemur-like creature turn and kind of makes a little screeching sound off into the woods.
I was trying to show respect for her and her lair.
And he says, "She be expecting you. She will know you are coming now."
Thank you.
All right, let's move.
All right.
Okay.
So the creature will kind of swing through a few trees and hop down, crossing the ground in small little openings, but staying close enough so that you can see it in the mist. The denseness of the mist isn't so bad that you can't see you can see up to a good 120 feet or so, and you begin to follow this creature until you come to a point where the trees become a little more sparse. You hear the sound of running water. It's very reminiscent of the lair of Chuth. But you can also see through as the trees begin to open up, even through the mist, you see the base of the mountain as it begins to rise from the rolling hills at its base. And up ahead, you see a large opening, and on either side of the opening, there are 2 huge apes standing on either side, sitting on either side of a river that seems to flow out of, either into or out of, this cave. So I put you all in the lower right.
As we would have been walking up, if I seen any great big trees, I would take special note of them and touch them if it was available.
Yeah, absolutely. That's easily done.
So do we have an actual view of the river to tell whether it's going in or out?
It's tough to tell. It looks like I'll tell you what.
It doesn't matter. I was just throwing it out there.
It looks like it might be slowly flowing from within the cave.
Okay. So it's not covered with a waterfall coming down in front of it. That's the difference.
Right.
Gotcha.
Would someone here like to speak her name that's a lot more eloquent than I am?
Sounds like Jenkins to me.
You're muted.
Yeah, he's muted. Maybe we didn't want to hear that.
Very eloquent said.
I was going to
Awesome.
say, they're already expecting us.
Yeah, true. She already knows we're here. So
And the
There
last
isn't
time I
really-
spoke to somebody's name too closely, I accidentally hurt them.
yeah, Beetlejuice showed up. All right. She knows we're here. We've stepped on
Yeah.
her forest. We're 135 feet away from the front of this. I mean, the only people who don't know we're here are the gorillas.
Oh no, they are.
They probably know. Okay, well they know too. So it's
They
everyone.
know. They're looking in your direction.
So
So,
just approach. Yeah. I mean, if they know, she knows we're here.
So if you're
Yeah,
moving
let's just
forward,
go
what
step
are
to
the
chicken.
what are the griffins doing? Or did they follow you this whole way, or what? What's the plan? with the griffins?
We
I
could
don't know,
send
they're
them
on the
to
map.
They're on the bottom corner. Can we put them at the top, on the top of the mountain, overlooking
You
this
want them to just be
entrance?
flying around up top?
I don't want them to tire out if we're gone for 4 days, but
Well, they can find purchase somewhere up on the mountain.
there you go.
and-
Just so they can oversee the
Yeah.
front of the mountain and hear us when we need them.
Just so
Okay.
they don't become snacks for the dragon, though.
Exactly. We don't want griffin snacks.
Tasty morsels.
Okay.
And
Melody
yeah,
fi-
she already
Melody
knows
finds,
we're here, so
Melody finds like an eagle's nest and feeds herself.
takes it over. Yep.
All right, then we're just simply going to
We're just walking.
grab all these.
They find a nest of a phoenix.
How come I can't do what I want to do here? Because there we go. No.
I'm seeing
there
how
we go
close I can get.
there. Boom. That did it.
And our griffins died. Great.
All right, so you're all going up towards. So as you, all right, Jinx, are you teleporting in?
They
Oh,
look.
boy,
Their
don't
heads are
say
turned.
nothing.
They never saw it.
So
That's what
as you as you come up, the one just goes forward on its haunches, and the other one leaps over
And lands.
the river and lands. Whoo! And they both look at you intensely.
We're expected.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does it seem to respond in any way?
What is the dragon's name?
Does it seem to respond? Like it doesn't understand?
Especially if we use it.
And you see the one
name.
on the right, as you're facing them, nod its head once, and it steps off to the side, and the other one looks.
That's the stupider
I
one.
push
All right,
Luna
guys.
forward because she's the one that can talk to these things.
That's very true.
I mean, if I want to talk to it, I can talk to it. I can't understand it. That's all.
I understand every word. I just can't talk to it. We should stick together.
I look at the one that stepped aside first, and I just as I walk by, I give it a gracious nod as I walk past.
Yeah.
And as you walk up to the towards
Towards the river going?
entrance, and when you're within
Yes.
about 20 feet of it, you see
Okay, that's 20 feet. Oh, that's 15.
appearing all of a sudden on the other side of a
A lemur.
pond inside, this huge green dragon with black marbled scales
That's not a lemur.
appears and says, and you hear partially in your heads and part it almost seems like it's speaking in your heads as you hear it verbally too, and it says, "That is far enough. I can smell you from here."
Like from
Aw,
here or
man,
from
you know,
here?
I'm so sorry I didn't take a shower.
Here or here?
Why
Jinx, you're up there.
have you come? Are you looking to claim me as a trophy? Killers of Tiamat?
First of all, Tiamat was a different story. Actually, we're here for just the opposite. We're here because we know Ashava. Is that her name?
Eshaval?
Yes, Ashava. That's close
Ashava.
enough.
Ashava Shadewalker sought you out, and we know what she did to another dragon just recently, turning that particular one against their will into a Draclich.
Against their will? That is not possible.
Ha! Might not be possible, but it's true.
Do we know what's really true?
Not really.
Hey, I believe it's true, so I'm going to go with it.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Just right off the bat, since you're so
Really?
good at them.
Just go with it, Tom. Just accept it and run.
Mm-hmm. And
Jenkin is not playing.
obviously not with a crit 39. Still,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll her insight anyway. Oh yeah.
By
There's
3
a-
times.
There's a
You
3.
get 3 perfect questions to be asked.
You seem to have a great belief in what you say. That is quite disturbing.
Yes,
So,
it is.
What happened with this dragon? Who was it?
Long name with lots of vowels, consonants.
I was gonna respond
speak his
by
name.
saying it was the whatever one, but I didn't want to say it because I was gonna say it's not like that. What happened? Well, it went nuts. It was driven crazy by the transformation and the forced transformation. I will admit, though, it was much more powerful than a typical Draclich. But the crazed power in the craze that it was given, I wouldn't wish upon any living soul. Even if your even if your wants and desires are contradictory to ours, you're still a living soul. You're still one of Mistra. Mistra? Regardless, I'm not really a follower, but I say it anyway.
One of them.
Okay. Interesting. Why would you, slayers of many of my kind, want to warn me? You say, because I am a living soul, but you obviously do not value my kind as much as others, perhaps.
That's not entirely true. You know me as a druid from Emerald Enclave. We look at balance in nature and life. We have to have the sun and darkness. We
Yeah,
have to have dragons and all others.
we
Without
were just
that, we do
killing the
not have
dragons that
balance.
were trying to bring back Tiamat, who's not a good one. And I back up a little further.
And it wasn't dragons that were taking it. They were working on behalf of pretty vile human beings.
Nice. Well,
Unfortunately, they sided with the wrong people.
interesting. So, actually, this would be most appropriate. Hef. Just
He shoots. His arrow of dragon slaying plus 50.
He puts it away.
Hef, I need a perception and a luck roll from you.
Dun dun dun.
And that is, yeah, there's a great perception. Okay. Okay.
Smack dab.
Hef, you hear something coming from the other side of the river. And you look, and through the trees, you catch sight of some purple and black. As there is a large group making its way up towards the mouth of the cave, through the forest.
So I speak through the headphone piece. Hey, we got company. Looks, I think I see purple robes. Not sure, something purple. And I kind of just generally point out, about that direction for everyone to potentially see it.
And then I'll pass a word to Jinx and say, ask him if he's expecting anyone. Since you're in coats.
You're muted again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it looks like you weren't being completely honest. Were you expecting some friends?
Purple rubbers?
Expecting, no, but they made their presence aware, known to me, a little before you were, just before you arrived. It seems that the
Seems we're almost too
Circle of
late.
Six is coming back to speak once more. I do not know this Ashava that you speak of, but these others have been here before, speaking of such things, of the great power I would have if I were to transform into the undead dragon. But I am incredibly powerful and long-lived as it is. Why should I give up all I have?
Not to mention not being able to enjoy a tasty beast, to chew on. Oh,
Yes. Yes, but I still entreat with them. They enhance my hoard in significant ways. And Hef, as you're watching, you see breaking through the trees, this group. You see 4 wearers of purple, which are all the red robes. 2 dragon souls and 4 dragon fangs.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
And the dragon fangs are in the back, and they're carrying two huge, in pairs, they're carrying two huge chests between them.
Do you say Dragon Soul and Dragon Fang, or Dragon Claw and Dragon Fang?
Dragon Soul and Dragon Fang. The
Third and
top,
fourth ranks.
The
Got it.
top two, yeah. Of the non-wearers of purple.
Right, just below. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see.
They
if
didn't bring out
souls
the
for
big
sale.
guns, but
Give me just one. I just need to do one thing here. Where here?
Can they see me yet?
are you a tree?
Are you part of the grass? The green grass with lines on it?
They would see. Yeah, they would definitely see you.
Okay.
Do we recognize any of them? Like the one right here.
So Hef, you do not recognize any of them. Hef, as you're watching, you notice another figure in the woods, off to from your viewpoint to the right of that group, right up against the edge of the mountain. Something humanoid shaped, crouching in the shadows.
I mentioned that on the PA system. Hey, we got other company besides them. Heads up.
I do quickly mention the dragon. If they try to harm her and turn her into a Dracolich, she
I'll
has
keep her
our
high
word.
enough.
We will try to protect her from that if that's her wishes not to be turned. I'm still trying to show respect.
Whereabouts did we hear that, by the way?
What do you mean?
You said that where he heard the bush, the in the shadows or whatever.
No, he saw it.
Where was it?
Right up at the edge over here on the right on the where the forest meets the
River.
mountain as it rises up.
So you're here.
How are
here?
the gorillas reacting to the newcomers?
So, the one hears and he will leap back over to the other side, and
Because I'm going to step out of the way if this one's going to make a jump. That I just don't want to get kicked
no,
in the
it
head.
doesn't.
Okay.
This one is just sitting watching intently.
At us, at them, or the whole thing?
And Jinkin, the arrow is correct. It is slowly flowing out of the cave.
I had a 50-50 chance. That's not...
So as this group begins to move forward, you see the lead one, who looks like a half-elven male. He halts the whole group and then steps forward a little bit and looks through, looks around, and actually not quite close enough. So they'll continue to come forward. And
What about the one in the shadows?
the one we don't see.
Hef, you do not notice the one in the shadows moving yet.
Okay,
Let's
I
say-
share that.
Yeah. Actually, I'll say it out loud to the dragon too. Be like, yeah, looks like they got one trying to sneak in around too.
Yeah, and
Is
I
Right. My pets, my spies do not see anything.
I lied. I'm over here.
Oh, it's there.
Well, if it comes to the entrance of my cave, it will not hide from me. And as a group, so the leader, as they walk just a little closer, will yell out, "Hail, great and mighty Aglaraerose! It is Trolldoff and the Circle of Six, come once more to enrich your coffers. Grow your hoard as we bask in your glory, great magnificent one."
And buy your soul.
Are they carrying the two poles with the chests hanging by them type carrying things, or are they just not showing any
It's two
porters?
No, it's not like porters. It's really terrible on the shoulders, but they're like just swinging it between them, left and right arm, carrying them through the underbrush. They're traveling along a trail. It's gotta, and then they switch up every so often because they're obviously very heavy too.
So what you're telling me is that these guys are all fatigued.
That's kind of
And
what
they
I
got
was wondering.
They all have exhaustion.
Times two.
They probably, yeah, they very well could. Yes.
So the porters, easy, got it.
So the dragon splashes down into the water and comes to the edge and looks out. Well, what's her name? Well, Trodolf, welcome back, but please hold yourself. And you see Trodolf quizzing, like looks over. Yes, I see I see that you have guests. Hope they are not troubling you. Oh no, they have been quite entertaining and informative. With this half-elf male, the other wearers of purple, you see one dressed in full plate. It looks like a dwarven female, and two other humans, one male, the other can't quite tell gender. All wearing,
Of course.
the robes. And as they come close, the dragon souls kind of drop back to the sides, and simply the dwarf steps forward, up next to Trodolf, but the rest kind of hold back a bit.
See that name, and all I can picture is Trogar or Strong Bad, whatever that guy was.
Oh, strong bad.
Yeah, Trogar. Trogdor.
Trodor. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's Trodaf.
I got nothing. Cho'Gath?
Nope, never mind.
Whole different
Just-
game.
Yeah. So, Hef,
How deep
what are you
water?
doing at this point? As you stand there waiting?
I was starting to hide when I saw them. I rolled a 19 on my stealth check,
Okay.
and I can, if I need to do it again, I can. But right now, I'm just trying to stay still and observe,
Sure.
and just pay attention to if there's anything different or any unusual motions going on. That's what I'm doing.
So we'll either thick bushes or trees. There are trees and bushes all over here. Just
Yep.
imagine that on the map.
Yep.
And so yeah, so you kind of crouch down and hide.
Does Luna tell us about the one that's hidden that she can see in the devil's with her devil's sight? Or is
I don't know if I can see it
No,
or
only
not.
Hef, only
with Devil
Hef saw.
Sight.
That
okay? Well, I was just gonna
was
say
Did Hef,
give out the information, but never mind.
Okay.
Hef told us, right, over the earpiece or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
So I'd be looking for that
That
one.
there's one more
okay.
somewhere.
So if you're looking, then Luna and Spot could both attempt to make perception checks to try to see the hidden creature.
Creature now.
Humanoid sized. I mean, they're all creatures, right?
Should I blow a level 6 spell now? Nah. They don't like us. We know this. Come on.
Luna, your eyes.
My 18's only a 21.
It's only too better.
But yeah. But at least you see everything else going on, Spot. Luna, you look over and you look right where Hef was talking about, and you see the figure in the shadows. Your enhanced sight pierces through the veil of shadow, and you see a creature that matches the description. Even at this distance, even in through the shadow, you perceive what could only be a Shava Shadewalker. So you see, I mean, not with color, but you see something that looks like this.
I immediately describe what I'm seeing, where I'm seeing it to everyone over
And
the earpiece.
whereabouts is that?
Ish. I mean, we don't know where she is.
No,
but
no,
she's
no.
Ishy.
Okay.
So
120
right
feet away. Ish.
Yeah.
So, for you, it's 120 feet away.
165. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not good with math.
And
And
Luna
he
thinks
was a
that's who he
teacher.
saw, though? Luna
Yeah.
knows that's the name?
Well, it matches the description that you were given of her.
Have we ever met one before?
Shadar Kai, not that I know of.
No, it was just to know that we had and what it assembled and stuff like that. But if the answer is no, alrighty, there's some chick over there dressed in
I mean,
tattoo.
it's possible that you would have. I mean,
I'd-
they do travel. They're highly uncommon, but they do occasionally show up, especially in places like Waterdeep.
But not amongst these wearers of purple that we've had them in connection.
Oh no, absolutely not. Like
There
you've
we go.
never
That's the
met
nail on
one
the head.
as
Got
part of the cult.
Okay.
I do speak up and let the dragon know exactly what I saw also.
Yeah, it's like, Shadewalker apparently did make her presence known. I guess the time is nay.
Ooh.
We are here to help the dragon, so if this is a way I can help prove it,
Really here to help the dragon, or just prolong?
Just let us know if you need your, if you
It might just be fun for her
list.
to watch. That's all. Which
I'm
not
hoping I can
condoning.
help I'm hoping I can help the dragon zero in so she can pick up and go, oh, they're trying to sneak up.
Okay.
What's the dragon want? Is it putting money down?
Increase his hoard.
Always. Personally, we could increase its hoard.
How is that water like jumpable? Not for me, probably.
That's
but
20 feet. That's 15,
Yeah,
20.
that's a good. It's not. It's about average of 20, 18, probably 18 feet on a short end.
I'll get you over there if you want.
Maybe
If you want,
15
I will
down
launch
here.
you.
Um.
I can use my staff to put whiskey across. It's no big deal.
So,
Doesn't
the
cost me
conversation. Time has passed, so the conversation continues, and the dragon says, "So, tell me, Trodoff, what is this other creature? This that travels with you, the one hiding in the shadows. They cannot show themselves. And from many of you with high passive insight, where's my passive insights?
That's not me.
Actually, Alamir, Hef,
21.
Jinkin, Luna,
So everyone.
everyone but Spot. Spot isn't
Sorry,
quite
Spot.
high enough. You see a
I don't
look
hold up to
of-
my name anymore, guys. You know this for a very long time.
You have a look of you see a look of fear cross over the half elf's face. Oh, but great one. No, there is one who has been speaking so high of you, who wants to meet you, but is very shy indeed. But
Always twisting.
I am sure that she would come forth if you gave the blessing of your presence to her. And you see the
It's a trap.
dragon's eyes narrow. But of course, yes. Please send her forth. And Trodoff looks around. You see, he just kind of friend. Does not know where she is. Obviously. Please, friend. It is time for you to meet the great, the mighty, the grand Aglaraerose. And you see those of you looking over at her hiding place, her step from the shadow and step forth and glide very gracefully forward. In fact, she seems to be that her feet aren't even touching the ground. And she goes,
That's what not to trust.
but of course, Trodoff. You are correct. And she nods. It is time. And at that, I need everyone to roll initiative. Let me roll it. Go open this up. Now, just to give a, just to see, that doesn't mean we have to fight, as you know. Right. But we're going to see where everybody stands and ends up here.
I just have one question. You said this is still a jungle or forest jungle.
Yes, it is.
There's bushes. There's still trees. There's still this. Could she still not be in line of sight? So, I mean, is Alamir looking over there? Is he like looking through trees to see her?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
130 feet away. She could be 20 feet away from him and still not be seen because of foliage.
It's relatively sparse. So figure
in this area. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
around this could be fine, but I just want to make sure he has a chance.
It's easy to hide, like what Hef is doing.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't. You have lines of sight because people aren't trying to hide. You from where
she
you're at,
was.
you can. I mean, the trees aren't that thick here either.
It could also be sparse right outside of this river.
And it is
cavern.
sparser around the river and closer to the mountains,
fine.
which is why I didn't bother putting a bunch of trees up.
Good job. Good, no trees.
All right, so I just need to do these. So let's go
22
ahead.
wasn't good enough, Hef?
Add turn. I'm going to do this one. Add turn.
Show off.
Add turn. I'm going to do... We'll do that. Add turn. Add turn.
You know you're getting your wish there, Jinx.
What wish is that?
Oh, I'm launching him there. He's flying. He wanted to get to the other side of the river.
So the dragon, I did it automatically over here in D&D Beyond, has a 5. The giant apes, quite ready at 20. The wearers of purple, we're going to go... Actually, these are all... Which one was it? It was this one. That's
Can't you feel this?
14?
Can't you feel this? You can tell they made us draw initiative.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously bad. They obviously want to take you in the evil, in a way to corrupt your soul.
Okay. And 12. All right. So this is how it's going to go. Let's organize this. And let's go ahead. And we're going down. Wait a minute. What was here? Luna, Alamir, Luna. Alamir, Luna, I think you both have around the same decks. Maybe not. What are the dexterity? What's your
16.
16?
My dex is 14.
All right, so it's perfect then. All right. Jinx, what your dex is what?
16. And
16.
here's the thing: they could go first because, right now, I'll be honest, I have no care either way in this case.
That's fine. I mean, her 20 dex is going to go before you anyway.
No.
So we're at her point in the turn order, and she has nodded to and said, "It is indeed time." And from her, and then she immediately flies 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. She immediately flies. Actually, she's going to do this. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, she's going to fly here. So she's here, but she is also about 30 feet in the air. And from her hands, you see pure white light energy streak out towards the dragon, just over the shoulder of the giant ape, actually just over the head. And it strikes the dragon and begins to encircle around its wings, and torso.
We get a
and
reaction
head.
to counter?
What's that?
Reaction to counter?
It is.
I know
not
it kind
a
of.
spell.
Thank you. That's then the answer.
But you do not. Yeah, I mean you.
It's all good. Don't worry.
You
Totally
have read enough of counts of Spellfire to guess that this is probably just pure channeled
energy,
raw magic.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Show off.
So that is her.
Central Sashir will kill you.
Let's see. So yeah, that is her movement and action.
Alamir, you should have fireballed her when I told you to.
Well, he skipped my turn. He went right to her. So I was just before her. But no. It's all good.
So, and then Yeah. And then she is going to use Blessing of the Raven Queen, ability of Shadar Kai, and she is going to teleport up onto the straight over to a point on a rocky outcropping on the edge of the mountain. So she's now up around 45 feet, standing 45 feet up on the edge of the mountain, out of sight of the dragon. And Jinx, it's your turn.
So that was a one-time, a burst at the dragon. That's it.
And then she ran and hid.
And she ran and hid. But in the meantime, the dragon is being surrounded by this stuff.
Silvery, glowing energy. And it seems to be, it's causing discomfort and trying to bind the dragon within it. And the dragon is bellowing, not necessarily in pain, but in anger and frustration.
I, in turn, she's about how far away from me? 100 feet or so?
So you would add 20 feet to the distance.
Okay.
Oh, and she's you can't because of
no. Doesn't matter. I just want to know.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where she is. I don't care.
Okay. Cool.
But you said I had about 20 feet from my actual distance from where she is, and I can see the tail of her, honestly, right here. Ish. My idea is, my response to this, because she's attacking him, is I cast Railman's Psychic Lance on her.
Okay. Then the half cover she has doesn't even matter.
Nope.
Okay. What kind of saving throw is that?
DC Intelligence.
Intelligence. That's not terrible. Rogues do get proficiency in intelligence saves.
Yeah. This is just worth a shot.
That didn't work.
That didn't work,
Okay.
so she is going to use one of her legendary resistances.
She has legendary. We learned something.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a hell of a category.
All right. Anything else?
I give inspiration to the dragon.
Ooh.
And go, you can beat this. You can't let that girl, get the better of you. Whatever. And I give him inspiration.
Wow, that purple dot on such a big creature, you can barely see it. Nice. Okay.
And then I guess that's my action. That's my bonus action. I don't necessarily need to move. As part of my move, I move my lips. And I basically reassure them again, like, you see, they betrayed you, just like I said they would.
Nice.
Move on.
Okay. All right. Then it is the dragon fangs. They drop the chests with a sighs of relief. Grab their weapons and
they can't have to because they're too tired.
And they 1, 2, 3, and they begin 1, 2, 3, and they take up positions kind of around in front of the Wearers of Purple, and they let's see, the dragon fangs. I don't think. Someday I'm going to have good internet. Sorry, Combat Tracker has to reload. There we go. Dragon fangs. Oh yeah, it does. They have orbs. So they're gonna each take out their orbs. Two of them are going to hit the ape, and the other two, gonna look over. We're gonna do 2d6s to see if it's Spot or Luna. Hef is hiding. They do not see Hef. So 1 to 3 is Spot. Where's my d6s? Right here. So 2 attacks on Hef. On Luna. 2 attacks on Luna. All right. So first, let's do orb. So that would have been 17. I know for a fact that hits the giant ape for 20 points of damage. And a second one. 12 barely hits the ape for another 33. And then two on Luna. Go. First orb attack on Luna. Strike comes. So this bolt of energy goes well over your head. And then there's a second one.
Okay, who's pretending to be alive and breathing?
That would be Howler. So both of them, yes.
I'm not breathing.
I know you're undead.
I'm
It's okay.
dead.
And
Or I will be shortly.
And then it is Spot's turn.
And then you get back up.
Run across the water next to the monkey and go into defensive mode to attack anybody that gets close to us.
Oh, all right. Very good. And then it is...
53 points of damage.
It is the dragon's turn. So... Aglaraerose is going to attempt to fight this off. It is... Yeah, this would be... We're trying to think what... I'm thinking charisma. It's going to be charisma or intelligence. It's not intelligence. And it's certainly not dex or strength or con. And it's not wisdom. No, it's going to be charisma. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a wisdom charisma save. It's going to... which one of those came first? Not the correct one. All right. D12, correct? Jinx?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Did
D12.
we get Hef's bonus hit points again?
That's not Hef. Hef doesn't do that. Wow, at 12. There's no bonus hit points.
Damn.
So that is a 33. You see the dragon break free, burst through the of the binding energy. That is and that is its action. That's all it can do on this turn. Then the dragon souls. They also have orbs.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to do something.
10, 20. They're going to move up like this and this. And they are going to shoot their orbs. Probably going to focus down the ape. That's what they're looking to do. Take out one of these apes. But that is a miss, and that is a hit for another 27. Huge hits on this ape. The ape is bloodied, bleeding from these blasts, hair singed and smoking. Hef, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I would assume she's in range. Half cover, you said?
Yes, half cover.
Okay.
Which I
no
don't think
cover,
matters
right?
for you.
Right. All right. I will sharpshoot a longbow and see how it goes.
Okay. Uh, 24. She throws up. She's going to use her reaction. Hold on one sec here. Yeah, close. You know what? I'm going to do this just because this is going to be so much easier. I can't. How come I can't do that? One sec. Start. No. Sorry. Hold on one sec.
No worries.
It won't let me. How come I can't open her up separately? All right. Let me just do this real quick. D&D Beyond. So, come on, Homebrew Creations. Should be one of the first ones. There she is. And there she is. Okay, let's have her open separate because she has tons of abilities, and having it all in a single line just takes forever. So, she is going to reactions. Reactions. There we go. Yeah, no, she's not going to do that. She is going to cast Shield with one of her first level spell slots, which means she that now misses. She has greater than
All right.
24 armor class.
All right. I will attempt another. Actually, yeah, I'll do another one.
Okay.
She used her reaction.
She did.
Yep, but it's up until the end of her turn, right?
Yes,
Is it up? It is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's shield.
Okay.
But it lasts until your next turn.
Yeah.
Yep. So a 23.
But
misses.
she could do a lair resist on that.
All right.
Well, the bigger goal.
Until the start of your next turn. Yep. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. So you see the arrows, like the first two arrows look like they would have hit, but there is this flare of energy and they carry them off into the side of the mountain. All right. Then you're moving.
Yep. Turn complete.
Okay. Luna.
All right. I'm trying to remember if shield is only physical damage or is it also shield magical too?
I mean, you've been traveling.
It's anything to hit. It raises her armor class.
Yeah.
Okay. Physical armor class.
Yep.
All armor class, yes.
Yep. Adds 5
Okay.
to your armor class till the start of your next turn.
So I'm going to cast feeble mind on her. She has to do a 21 intelligence.
Taking a picture of my book.
What is the range of the spell?
1,000.
It-
150
It's-
feet. Damn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, she's definitely within range. And it is a charisma. No. It feels it does.
Intel.
Wait a minute.
Should be an intel check 20.
Intelligence, okay. Intelligence. So she's going to do an intelligence saving throw.
The big spells have intelligence saves.
That is a 21. What is your
Yep,
spell
she-
save DC?
So it is psychic damage,
What,
and
what-
on a failed save.
What is your
on
spell
a-
save?
Oh, my spell save
yeah.
is. I'm looking here.
It should say right on the spell when you cast it out of your spell book.
Oh, it says
There's a little
20.
DC.
20. So she did save.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does she still take the damage from that one spell because she used Legendary Resist, or did Legendary Resist completely nullify the spell? The one I
she
spelled
would.
before.
No, she would still take the damage. What was the damage?
That was the question I had because I kind of forgot about it because I forgot that it was like, oh, she resisted it completely. Okay.
Then she still takes half.
Mm-hmm. Then she takes half.
So what was
The
the
people
damage?
mine, I believe, was Saber Suck.
Yours was Saber Suck?
Yeah. No. He's
On
take
that
the
one.
take 11.
22. There we go. 22 psychic
that's a bad rolls.
damage.
Yeah. Take 11.
It'd be only 11. It'd only be 11.
11? Okay. Right. So half. So 11. I'm just looking at her resistances. Okay. Nope. She takes 11.
And you pissed her off.
And then Luna. So is it half of the 15
7.
then?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because it doesn't say either way on this one. It just says on a failed
On a
save.
failed save, they didn't fail,
Uh,
right? She saved.
Target takes and must make an intelligence saving throw. All right, it looks like it takes the damage.
But it saves the intelligence and charisma
It
drop.
does the damage regardless of whether you save or not, it looks like.
Okay. So she took. I still got 15 through to her.
15, yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Go check out Mrs.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Kirby.
And then I move over. There. I'm
There.
done with my movement.
Okay.
What happened to all the rolls? Now there's a bunch of unknown creatures.
Yeah, we all have zeros now.
Oh. You know why? Shoot. What happened?
Just- It's okay. Put him back in. I had a 13.
You
We
had a-
damaged her.
Put it back in if it's yours.
Oh, can I?
I did. And the dragon I know is 5. What the? Yeah. What happened?
Everything got messed up.
Mine's still there. Mine
Oh,
worked.
no.
Yeah, half of them disappeared and half of them stayed. So
Yeah, and it won't let me get rid of them. Okay, that's
I
really
guess
weird.
they died.
And Jinkin it doesn't even have a picture
Nothing.
for you.
he's hiding.
Yeah,
And you
That's what I was
didn't
kinda
have
curious.
an 8, Jinkin.
that would be I think it was 12 or 13.
So and then
And 12.
you were it was 12? Yeah. And
Yeah. Well, I'm not even on the list anymore. Like on the list, it's not like a actual list anymore.
I see you
Oh, I
there.
see you on the list. You just don't have a photo next to you anymore.
That's fine. I'll get rid of you there, and we'll. There you go. Wow, that was weird. And I know she was. Wow, that's like really crazy.
She was 12 as well, just one above me.
Yep.
That's her next.
And there was somebody else who, and a 13, Alamir and Luna were the same.
Mm-hmm.
And the
it
Dragon Souls
was
were right
after
below us
Elmer.
at 12.
Yeah.
Sorry, the 4 knights that came up, those were at 12 as well, just below me.
Okay.
After that, I don't know what the rest of them were.
Well, I know that she was the same as you,
Yeah.
And there
Like I said, she was 12, about right above me.
Yeah, it was 12. Right. The giant ape, I think, was 20. Pretty sure that was 20. I know that the dragon fangs were 23. The dragon souls were like 14. Pretty sure it was like that.
Okie dokie.
Pretty sure it was like that. So, and we were just down to.
Oh, we got to put Luna just after Elamar.
Right.
I don't want him to run into the spell. I want her to run into the spell.
Are we up to Alamir? Is that where we were? No,
we get these little guys. These fancy little Elvis impersonators.
Huh. Who just went? Luna just went, right?
Luna, yep.
Yep.
Luna.
Yeah.
Feeble
that's what I
mind.
I guess Luna did go before me. All right. Too bad, Luna. My turn.
So, all right. So, yeah. So then, yeah, just because it was all messed up. So, Alamir,
okay.
go ahead and go, and then we'll skip Luna.
All right. Well, I'm gonna drop something here, and here. As long as it's 40 feet away from Spot and the big grape ape.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we always start these things, right?
So, every single one of them are going to get hit by the
Yeah.
those areas. Yep, that's fine. All right. What's the DC?
DC's a 19 dexterity save.
19 dex. So let's start with her. So here's her dex save. Okay. How come it's
Yeah,
not doing
that's a good deck save.
Pop.
Oh, there we go. All
Yeah,
right.
pop.
So she made her dex save barely.
Mhm.
And then we have. Here's a dex save. These are highly unlikely to make these. Yeah, that doesn't make it.
No.
Yeah. Even that doesn't make it. Nope, that doesn't make it. That doesn't make it. Two more. 1, 2. So looks like two of the wares of purple made it.
Okay.
I'm just going to say and Ashaba. Everyone else failed. So we're looking at
156 points damage for the non-saves.
and then 70 something for the rest.
Half of that. Yeah, 76 or 5 or 8 or whatever.
Well, it really doesn't matter then because even even the dwarf.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. That whole group just goes down like flames and disappears.
Did you just hurt her forest, though?
No, it was magic fire.
And
it was also bludgeoning, so it wasn't just all fire.
Damage. Yeah, it's this huge crater.
But
area is
I
this
huge
huge crater.
Yeah, there's a
and
40-foot.
It happens to be
burning.
where she had her eggs.
She had the eggs underground. But it's only a 40 by 40. It's a 40-foot radius, so it's not like it was a mile long. So, yeah.
Her cave system didn't go down below, and now you crushed in, a giant area.
Now the water's going to go down into it, so it's going to keep everything nice and cool.
One sec.
She has a wading pool now.
No, that's where she kept her kids. And
So it'd be a
Alamir's going to
kiddie
take
pool.
a step back. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I can't believe that thing has a range of 1 mile.
Oh yeah.
You can't even see it unless you're scrying it.
You can see a mile.
Okay.
Not
So let me
effectively.
do this.
Yeah, it's a
If
mile
you're up on
that
a
way.
mountain. If you're up on a mountain or something, you could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see it for
Yeah.
miles.
That is true. Okay. Keep going for it.
Up on a
For-
mountain and you want to meteor a town.
As long as it's not a mile away or more than a mile away. And with that, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Just think, if they would just did it to Hill's Edge a long time ago, this whole thing would have been done. Tiamat would have been around.
Hold on a sec here.
And then Tiamat would have been turned into a Dracula.
I've heard of those stories.
I just want you to know, Tom, I
Yeah.
just got done rereading the book Spellfire for like the billionth time because I just like the book.
Okay.
And when you mentioned it, I'm like, man.
Yeah. No.
I just want to point out the fact that I don't know how it works in 5th edition, but in the old edition, that required her to basically take magic items to just soak all the power out of them.
No.
This definitely happens a little differently, but it is not. If 5th edition doesn't have anything specific for it.
Yeah.
So, all right, that was Alamir's turn, and then Luna went. So Jinx, it's your turn. So there's this smoking crater, and this large crater that looks like. Oh wait, you know what? How much bludgeoning damage? No, it doesn't work because it was a spell. Never mind. She can't do that, and she already used her reaction anyway. So she is like, looks like she is pressed off to the side against the side of the mountain.
Pressed, huh?
Yeah. Well, trying to avoid as much
Can't
of
see
the
anything.
meteor as possible.
How about I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, and I'm just gonna lance her again.
Okay. Another psychic lance.
Yep.
Intelligence save.
It's one of our better saves.
Better but not best. 20.
Good. Is she using her whatever?
Yep, she was using another legendary resistance.
Okay, then she only takes 12 damage and doesn't take the repercussions.
Okay.
Is she concentrating anything?
Nope, she's not. Not that you know.
And he used his inspiration. The dragon did.
Yes, he did. She did use it.
Yes. Feel like not gonna finish a sentence. I'm actually good. I'm not gonna do a damn thing.
Okay, it is her turn. And she screams in anger. Says, "You do not know what the wrath you have incurred."
You're the one that attacked us. We didn't attack you. You came at us.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She is going to actually, 60, right? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 20, 30, 40, 50. She flies over and down right next to Alamir. Is Alamir back? Probably not. Are you listening, Alamir? Perfect. All right. And let's see. She's already done that on Alamir. So
I love the
now,
fact that you're like, you're listening.
fortunately for Alamir, she's already used a bonus action.
Did she fly close enough to the giant monkey to swing out and hit her, possibly?
Nah, because she was high enough in the air, she would have flown over the head and then down. And then around the other monkey, she had...
Even in her spite of rage, she thought about doing that? Darn it. I mean, the monkey's not going to hit her, probably, but it would have still been funny.
So, Alamir, welcome back. So, Ashava,
That looks like I pissed her off.
yes, she flies, double moves, flies right up next to you. So she flew and dashed, got right next to you. And she has a rapier in her hand, and so she has cast Booming Blade,
All right.
and has
She
a
double
Searing
moved?
Smite going, and she's going to add. And if she hits, let's see if she hits.
But she double moved, so she shouldn't have an attack.
Yes, she does.
Okay, not that's a
Legendary
normal thing.
things.
I got you. It's all good. I duck.
I already mentioned she has rogue abilities. So
She's very special.
You're a duck?
So let's do a rapier attack. 34. So she didn't have advantage on it, so she doesn't get sneak attack. However,
Okay.
as it hits you,
It hurts.
and the Booming Blade and Searing Smite and Divine Smite all go off.
Mhm.
Another magic that was already on you, that she had put on you earlier,
Wow, she targeted me. I feel targeted.
reacts. And this is something called okay, where is it? Right here. No. I know it's here somewhere. It's divine power. No. Right here. Path to the grave. So she cursed you so that the
Aw.
next attack that happened on you, you are vulnerable to. So damage is all doubled.
Or
So here we go. So first off, the rapier did
13.
13, so that is 26 piercing.
Mhm.
And then you are going to do, and then it's going to do Booming Blade is going to do 3d8 thunder damage, doubled.
Why is that one doubled? I thought it was only the next attack.
This is part of the same attack.
Oh.
This is all part
This
of the
is
same
all of
attack.
her
She had all of
abilities
this
on
going.
one attack.
So that's
Okay,
14,
so there's 14
thunder
more.
damage.
So that 1400.
14 thunder damage.
Okay, so there's
That's
40
not
total.
terrible. And then there's 5d6 fire damage from a level 5 Searing Smite.
So I'm at 40 plus
So that is another
20, so 80 total.
38 damage. Fire this time, 38 fire.
So I'm at 78.
And then there is 5d8 radiant damage from...
She's a paladin, rogue, mage.
Partridge pear
What
tree.
other
40,
things does
that's
she have?
48 points of damage.
So 48 plus added to the 68 is
78.
80.
Just be
Do
really
your math. Just do your math.
78 plus 48.
Yeah.
Seriously, so you're making me do math.
She averages
126.
288 points of damage if she
Right.
has an opportunity to actually do an assassinate.
Okay,
Actually,
so
more
what
than
was
that.
how much? Spot.
126.
Well, I was going to be cocky and say that's not
Unless
even
you
half.
resisted any of that because it was holy fire.
Well, I am
Thunder.
resistant to force and poison, so
And
back
she-
off.
And she spits in your face and she says, "Die, wizard, die!"
All right, so the good news is that got me back my 7th level spell. So she knows
Now
what's
just
coming
reach
right
out and
back
catch
at her.
somebody.
Yeah, basically.
And Spot, it is your turn. That was basically everything she could do.
I start using my healer's kit on the monkey.
Awesome. Does it heal any points
I,
of damage?
I don't have the feet, so no. I just
Okay.
take it out and start
You just
bandaging
bandage
him up,
you
going,
go,
"It's okay, it's okay."
Ooh.
Why does he
Puts
sound
his
like
paw out.
Sylvester Stallone?
It is now the dragon's turn.
He's a Hollywood ape.
He is.
And the dragon roars, and she is going to come out.
Well, there's only one thing for her to do here. That's all I got to say.
Eat?
I made all of her decisions for her.
And you're right in her way, too.
Yes, I am.
Well,
She should just-
yeah.
Skewer and eat. Skewer with the tail, plop it in her mouth.
And eat.
So she is going to bite in 2 claws. Bite, claw, claw. And is going to have advantage on the attacks. So there we go. So that is 47,783. And she bites and claws at Ashava, and as she and with the bite, there is a energy. You see this necrotic energy come out of the dragon and sink itself into Ashava. Who's only resistant to it, so this will work. And you've never seen or heard of a dragon doing this. So that's 14 points of necrotic damage. 7 of it actually goes into Ashava. And it looks like the energy gets sucked back into the green dragon.
So it just pisses the green dragon off a little bit more. Gotcha.
It looks like she was siphoning life energy directly out of.
Yeah, she's
shit
got
of
necrotic powers already.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Hef, your turn.
Alrighty. With advantage, I assume.
Not with a ranged weapon, no.
You could move really close to me and then have it.
Well, Alamir's in range
Yeah,
of it,
but
so it
You
should
do
give
get
you
sneak
advantage.
attack though.
Or, yeah, sneak attack.
But not at
Not
advantage.
advantage.
Okay.
I apologize for going big or going home to begin, but who'd have thought any less of me? Just put a target on my head.
Uh, 14 does not hit. 24 does hit.
Now, does sneak attack only work for the first attack or the first successful hit?
Hit.
There
So
is
the 14
something-
is a wash. The
Yeah.
24 is the
I
sneak.
did
Then?
forget one thing. She would have used her reaction to retaliate and would have done an attack on the dragon and
Mhm.
lashed out and tried to attack her, which doesn't matter. So yes, Hef, you hit with a 24. What damage do you do?
You using one of your dragon arrows
Ooh, 31.
with sneak attack?
And And how does this arrow end the this dark lady's life?
Goes right through the middle of her back and through her heart, and she falls forward onto Alamir.
Great. Pierces me. You
But
see
doesn't-
Alamir
He
slide
didn't
her
say it
over.
came out the front.
Exactly. You see Alamir
Does-
slide her off and just look. Thank you.
You see
Does
her
blood
fall,
splatter
and
all
you
over
see
Elmer?
more necrotic energy rise from her body and go into the wound that she placed on the lower
The dragon.
belly of the dragon, and it heals up about halfway.
Wow.
All right. Can I assume you're based on your current actions, you're not looking to fight the dragon?
I've stood down. You see Alamir like
Okay.
saying, "You're welcome."
I think we proved our point.
I think you did. Yeah. So,
Glad I took Constitution.
Aglaraerose looks around. Well,
In the apron doing high fives. Yeah.
it seems you have all helped me greatly. I am surprised, and it is not often that I am surprised at events after living such a long, long time.
And I apologize for the fire.
That I shall have my guards clean it up, and it shall become a beautiful pond before long. So that this woman somehow was able to summon spellfire, raw magic that held me even more powerful than my own defenses, here in my lair even. How is that possible? Is she a chosen of Mistra?
We do not know. We are looking to find out, though.
Yeah, she doesn't have any markings on her that specifically ties her to anything,
Well,
does she?
We can check.
Yeah, that's what
Jenkins
that's what
already
Pokey's
poking it
doing.
around,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's poking her. But that's what I mean. Is whether it's amulets, whether it's tattoos, whether it's whatever. I mean, we could do a
So-
seance.
Here's what you find on her. She does have a lot of gems and coins on her. First of all, just pure money, equivalent to
Get in there.
equivalent to whatever 3 times 82 is in gold.
246.
So not a
Correct.
huge amount, but
I'm taking
not
it.
bad. And then she has her rapier is very nice. It's a +3 rapier.
Not me. Anyone? Am I just writing it down?
Give it
Just
to the
write it down.
dragon.
I mean, we give it to the dragon as for her
He
lair.
also has a chest that's a slightly charred.
There are the chests that were over here, yeah, and there
They're
are
one solid piece of metal.
solid pieces of melted like gold and silver and a little platinum, all like
Is there anything extra to that rapier besides a +3?
no. But she's also wearing very fine +3 studded leather.
Okay, let me put this down. Let me get it in here.
It's got a hole in the back of it right now, though.
And she
That's
is
true.
wearing a winged helm and had a tattoo on her that now drops, that fades away, and a tattoo spike falls to the ground next to her. So she had a blood fury tattoo and a peregrine mask.
Well, the tattoo can't really like shave off of her or anything.
Oh, I forgot.
No, it
she
just
had-
came off her apparently. What you said.
And she's also carrying a shield. It's a spell guard shield. Which I totally forgot she had advantage on all her saves, but that's okay. I don't think it would have made a difference.
And her name was something with the
Ashava.
Yeah, I know.
Ash,
There it is.
A-V-A-A.
Ash AVAA. Ash AVAA.
So she had a spell guard shield,
A plus
a
3 rapier.
mask.
Plus 3 studded leather.
The peregrine mask is
Not
what
that
gave
one.
her flying speed
Okay.
and advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay, Okay, so the tattoo went with her, correct? It's gone.
No.
'cause it was-
That's so the magic ends, and then the magic item is still there.
So you had to remove the tattoo?
Yeah, the tattoo.
Tattoo
It's similar to
disappeared.
the tattoo that Alamir
Right.
has.
But you can re-ink it?
Uh huh. If you
I'm
if
opening
you
up a store.
unattune, the magic flows back into the item that
What if we make her unattune?
you did. 'Cause
Oh,
you
we
killed
did.
her.
Yeah, I'm saying we killed her.
Yeah.
What, and
so
what
the
tattoo is it?
turns back into into like an ink bottle or a needle.
Okay,
One
an
of the
ink.
two.
Yep,
Gotcha. And
it's a
it's,
needle.
what's the tattoo's name?
It is Blood Fury Tattoo.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a good one.
I am, after he's done doing that, I'm going to take the body and shove it in my bag of holding. And,
Oh,
let
I know.
the dragon know
Gentle
the chest is
repose it?
yours. What?
Gentle repose it.
I don't have the spell.
She's gonna be dead. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I don't care if
Right
she's
here.
dead,
Be right back.
honestly.
She had
I was
too
just
many
gonna bring it
things
back.
going. I forgot to use the Blood Fury Tattoo to gain back points, but that's okay.
Unless you want to gentle repose it.
So, nah.
I don't know if Luna has gentle repose.
What is
I don't know if I
Gentle
do either anymore. Or Hef, because Hef has spells because he's partial healer now. I do not have anything that does it.
Spare the dying.
Yeah, it's not going to help her at this point.
Nope.
The body.
No, it's gentle repose just so it doesn't rot in your bag is the only thing I was thinking of. Otherwise, you might pull out pieces later and it'd be kind of disgusting.
Well, it is completely vacuum sealed. The air,
Yeah.
well, it's not vacuum sealed. There is air that you're not breathing. So,
Yep, but when you pull something out, it pulls out.
It
Yeah,
still is deteriorating.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's not mummified, so it's unless you're going to wrap it before you put it in there, then you might be able to.
so? The question would be, with my herbalism that I have been studying all these years, would I know how to add certain salves or spices or stuff to help reduce the?
Stink.
given
Yeah.
time, yes, you could put something together, but it's going to take time in the lab, and
Okay.
you're going to have to find the ingredients.
Okay,
Okay.
You don't have time to embalm her right now.
that's
Right.
an idea.
So top of, anybody for the rapier? Anybody for the leather? It was studded three studded leather, right? Plus 3.
No, I just figure we bring them back and we turn them into the Harpers.
It bugged me, but what I was asking was you had a good idea. To the dragon.
I will take the ink
Okay, the ink went to
or the
tattoo.
the needle. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think we
Because
did
I might
enough for
use
the
it.
dragon, honestly.
Okay, doesn't bug me.
So
I like that mask.
Yes,
I'm not gonna use it.
the
Okay.
Aglaraerose will say, you have made a friend today. If ever there is something I can do to help you, just come and make yourself known.
I'm gonna ask you to spell the name. Aglaraerose. Lots of vowels.
Yeah. I have to say, I did not make this up. This is already exists in the world. Everything that
Okay.
I told you is part of
Yeah.
Pharaonian.
Yeah, I'm just not buying it. Too many vowels.
Aglaraerose.
My response to her would have been, "It's our honor. If she should pass by other dragons of her kind, let them know that we're not all bad. We do not mean harm unless we have no other choice,
I
and
shall
we're
do
forced
so.
to it."
And if you find out how this raw magic was being used, being channeled, being accessed, I would greatly appreciate that knowledge.
And Alamir says personally he's going to look into that. If that means anything, he's going to do it anyway.
That's our mission.
I don't say a word because I'll tell you straight up, my mind is thinking, hell, if we're gonna fucking tell you what that comes from.
But we know where it comes from. Seriously,
No,
come
we're
on.
not gonna give her the ways or
How to? No, but I can tell you where it came from.
That's why I told her that's our mission to find out what's going on.
The only symbol you find on her is she was a cleric of mask.
Figures.
Holy crap. A cleric has that much power? Damn.
Yep.
Well,
That's why I keep playing clerics. And look, you made me play wizard.
assassin clerics. There are a lot of clerics of mask who are assassins.
In some orders, she might be called a warrior nun.
Yes, there you go.
And you could
So-
also call her a flying nun.
Look at that.
Sally Field, all over again.
I think now you could call her a dead nun, though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
None. Hmm.
None.
where I assume you're all taking off at this point.
Yeah, unless she wants to stick around, but I don't think that. I mean, we really came here to protect her and make sure she didn't get turned to a Dracolich, because that was just bad news for everybody in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to offer the flip side to her. She said if we need anything, we have a freebie chat to her. Yeah. The same thing. If they attempt to acquire her to be the next Dracolich or hears of any others, let us know. Because definitely is up our alley.
And she asked where such information could be relayed.
Holy crap. Hold on, I'm going through the dragon lore that we have.
Couldn't they just use the great?
Can't they just
the
use
great
an owl?
tree?
What?
Could they just use the Druid network in this case?
That would probably be the best.
The
Yep.
Emerald Enclave to contact them. Yep, that
Yeah.
works for her. She could relay it through the Emerald Enclave. There is a either druid or ranger or something in this forest that
Was
is
she
a
just-
contact she knows.
And it makes sense because she's green. Emeralds are green.
Yeah.
I do ask if it may be a
Oh, shit.
brethren or sister I may know of, if I could ask the name.
Ancient. Okay.
Yep, and she gives it to you, and it's probably not one that you've heard before, but you now have the name of that person here.
I'll let her know. Please give them our greetings and well wishes when she sees them next.
Yep. She will. All right.
As she eats them.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? What is your next step? I'll assume that you all turn back into your mist forms because Luna kept holding. I think it's concentration, but she did not get hit. So, and it lasts for an hour.
Yes.
So it would still be going. Although I don't think you have enough to get like out of the forest, but not enough to get to your next.
Do we know where the closest portal is?
The
You're a
one you came
druid.
from.
You have find a tree.
Yeah.
That's the spell slot.
So it depends on what you're looking to do next. Which
can we bring up the map?
I'd rather decide right now as opposed to waiting to next week while it's all fresh in your heads.
Can you bring up the map of
Yep, absolutely. Let's do
area?
that. So world maps.
I feel like we were going to go somewhere else too, but I don't remember where.
What is
So-
Where
this
are we right
here?
now? Oh, right there.
No,
You-
we're right here.
here.
Yeah. What's over here? This is one of the 5 places that
is
were
where you teleported into, and you flew from there across
okay.
to here. That was the portal that you used to.
Was it a druid portal or a wizard?
No, that was the Cult of the Dragon portal that you came
Okay.
to from up here.
Okay.
What's up with the Pirate Isles again?
Nice place to visit, but
there's
their
a
rum
cell
sucks.
there. You know that there's a Cult of the Dragon cell there. The 2 cells that you know that Ashava was going to was here in Westgate on the Dragon Coast, and over to the far right here in Mesemprar. Those are the 2 that you were told that she had been going to.
Okay, well, who would be most remiss of not having this person check in? Cult of the Dragon or the Cult of the Ashava people?
Well, that really depends on what you believe from the information. What you believe from the information you've learned so far. Is she just simply part of the Cult of the Dragon that?
No.
I think there's more to it.
I think she was
Yeah.
using the Cult of the Dragon. That's it.
Then
But-
I feel like we should go with that mess.
That would be
then-
the next place down yonder.
according then that would mean that from what Orin Scar of Thar said he thought of her, then she would be working for some great wizard or
Or,
working with some wizards. That
well, not really working. She worked.
yes, she had been working with.
She is a puppet of.
So if there's somebody who is going to miss her,
That's a place to start.
it would be whoever that is.
All right, so if we make our way back here and teleport down to here and then make the trek that way.
Wait a minute, I don't see where you're.
I went down to Chondath. I went to the first the southernmost
Oh, I
blue
see.
circle of death
Ah,
and then came up and under. And I was saying we port from here and port down to here.
right.
I mean, one, that gets us to the southern half of the island quickly. And then we have, as you said, this is like a 1,000-mile ride. Because there's nothing between us and that spot that we can even like do a look around, a looky-loo to, unless we popped up here first. Ideas, thoughts, or just sounds like a good plan?
Yeah, dodge before the dragon changes her mind.
Well, either way, we leave the forest. We get out of that area. But yeah, I still think that I like the sound of going down to there, to the Mesopar.
And
Yeah, that
Also
works.
gives us, this is our first time to the southern side of this. There's a lot of activity north. Being that the southern seems to be the lighter touched area, we might be able to find some good information. Because there's only so much that they would have.
Okay.
I hear they have better food too.
Well, it's usually spicier.
Warmer this time of year too.
So just out of curiosity, let's take the snap off. No snapping, snapper. So that's 670. It's actually quicker to fly down to Mesemprar from where you teleported in from in thrust.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense.
But now, but the question is, what do we have in like Escalante, the last jump before we go overseas? Because we'd have to go from Escalante to Thuraskel.
If you really want to go that route, you could have just made quick stops at each one of these places on the way too.
Here's a question.
That was not a
Luna,
question.
how long does that windwalk last?
Let me bring it back up.
It's 8 hours.
No,
I read it
then
before
would
when
still
you
be
had it
going.
posted.
Like from where you're at right now, you could fly. You could fly.
Yep.
To Mesemprar.
Let's do it 8
It's a
hours.
ridiculous spell for travel. It's like.
So then let's just do it. I didn't know we were so, misty.
Yeah. So you have plenty of time.
You can go in and out.
Okay.
So
Then we'll head that way and
Okay.
wake up
so
there.
You are on your way to Mesemprar, which I will just remind you before we switch over, that is where what's her name? What is her name? That is where
An
Ladria
old friend.
Ajinga is to be the the leader of the cult there. The woman who is running the your level when back in Hill's Edge when you all came back for your 10-year reunion as adults. That's who was running the cult recruitment center, let's call it. Okay? And that's where we're going to end for tonight as you all fly down to Mesemprar, having met and killed and retrieved the body of this cult messenger, Shava Shadewalker, and saved a very powerful ancient green dragon from being turned into a Dracolich. All right, so we are. I know it's early for everyone watching. We are going to be doing a session 0. Switch over, and we're going to do a session 0 off camera for the next campaign. So we will catch you all next week. Thank you all for watching.